Caitlyn being banned out straight away, kind of been a standard ban. I think they watched Diamond and Insect yesterday. It was like, Insect probably just went, don't let Caitlyn through. It's not fun to play against.
No. And actually, I am surprised. I called it wrong. Annie is actually still a really big factor in the 1v1s as well. So, you called it before. Nunu, I think, is a really big deal here. But the standard AD carry gamut of Draven and Kennen and Ezreal are still available here.
Well, what gets me is why have they not gone for someone like LeBlanc, some really fearsome early game champion? Something just anyone that could be strong within the first 5 levels before the ulti hits.
She would harass really, really well. Then right at 6, she'll try to burst you out. I'm not entirely sure. I know she can get pushed really hard, and then maybe...
She couldn't clear the waves, I suppose, either. But
yeah, it's really hard for her to wave clear, so you can try to just stack defense to go for the 100 minion mark or the turret. And as long as you don't get insta-gib, she has no other tools to beat you with. And, maybe people have figured that out. When you consider champions like Elise getting banned out, that's a very similar champion who's going to poke you with Qs all day and eventually you fall over.
Yeah, and she has better wave clear ability, which is a new one. You can harass someone out, but if you can't take the minions after that, then you've got another problem on your hands. We are going to see Kennen banned out there as a final one. Jace, of course, is already out. Draven, Caitlyn, Elise. Pretty standard stuff coming out here, but what are the picks going to be? Don't forget, guys, it is blind picks, so they're not going to know what they're going for. Varus was left open, and Varus is going to be locked in here by Shy.
All right, so this is the second Korean player to run an AD carry as his solo. Insect had run Twitch before when he beat up St. Vicious. So apparently, I don't know if they did a little bit of talking beforehand. I assume, they've been together practicing for the matches. They're like, guys, AD carries actually destroy pretty hard in the 1v1s.
Well, Varus, we know, is very strong in the 1v1s. Double lift yesterday, 1 minute, 40 seconds, was it? Something like that. Double lift the next special into the final, and it is going to be an AD carry match-off. It is going to be Varus versus Twitch. Who do you give the upper hand in this 1v1?
As far as auto trades go, I actually like Varus more. He's got longer range. I think he's got a little bit more easily accessible burst. But if you sneak up on someone with Twitch, as we saw Insect try to do the entire time against Saint, Varus doesn't exactly get away from Twitch very easily.
Yeah, they're very similar in style, I'd say, because of, the fact that you've got the Blight stacking now on Varus, then popping it with an ability. You've got the Expunge over with Twitch. Going to be really interested to see this one. Of course, as we said earlier on, it's somewhat of a grudge match. We've heard about the Season 2 World Championships a little bit earlier on, and I just wonder if Stanley has the ring on his table in clear vision of Shy right now.
I got this and you didn't. And look at the size of the ring, by the Stanley's hand ring, oh my god, it is enormous. It's actually bigger than the size that exists, wasn't it? They had to literally custom make it.
He's a big dude.
He's a big dude, for sure.
I would not want to 1v1 Stanley IRL, I'll tell you that. That would not, I mean,
that would not be a
competition. No, nor in League. So I'm going to let Stanley fight other pros, and that's fine. I'll talk about it and make sure I give him just enough praise.
So it looks like Shy's being pretty clever here. He doesn't want to walk into any stealth rats. We did see that in previous matchups when we've tried this game out before, this setting. And he can be pretty lethal. So what is Stanley level to start with? Obviously, hail of arrows coming out from Shy there, so no surprise. And it is, of course, going to be expunged for Stanley.
So just because I like numbers, lifesteal, 2 lifesteal Quints on Shy, and no lifesteal for Stanley. So for what it's worth, they play a super long laning phase. Shy will have a little bit better odds with this one, but right now they're pretty equal.
Equal stuff. Went for the same items right off the get-go as well. Of course, it's a standard 475 start with the red elixir and the health pot coming out. Shy actually already popping his for this.
I don't know if that's going to be too early because he's not hitting Stanley right now. And the thing is, this game, like, we've seen a lot of these duels actually go for a good 10 minutes or so where people have chugged through 3 or 4 elixirs. And I'm just not sure you necessarily want to waste yours right away, but Stanley's going to go in on Shy right away.
Wow, going straight in onto this one. The exhaust actually coming down. The ignites are down as well. This could actually turn to be a first kill from this one. Shy going super low. Stanley takes the turret hit as well. Is Shy going to go in there? Is he going to have a go at this one? He is very low. This is risky stuff, but both decide, let's not do it yet.
The thing is, he's got his snipe. That's the thing. And Shy was wondering. I wasn't sure whether he was going to maybe try and pop him with the snipe there, but instead didn't go for it. And it, wow, very, very tight. That's all Summoner spells used. Everything blown right there.
Yeah, and instead you're kind of left with Shy, the only one alone in the lane. So he's actually pulled up a minion kill lead out of this one. Stanley took that turret shot, and it lost him the lane so far.
There's more minions, so 16 to 10. That's when Shy is going to go back. Stanley, of course, has already come back into play. Picked himself up a cloth armor. Certainly not a bad choice in an AD carry versus AD carry lane.
It's actually what we saw happen in the, was it Diamond versus Troll matchup, where the Caitlyn went back and could only afford cloth armor. Was like, well, shoot, I got to grab that. You're seeing Shy, right? He's winning in minions. He's going for the Doran's Blade.
Yeah, he made sure he got the siege minion before he backed off. That was the main thing. He made sure he got that extra 40 gold to go back and top himself up as well. He stayed on the fountain just that a little bit longer, and he is full health. We'll see whether Stanley goes for any aggression over Shy. I feel that Shy could probably just sit and farm this one out in his turret now.
He'll only be up 1 minion, though, so it's not the worst thing in the world for Stanley. He can pull this one back, but he got a lot of free damage from Shy for nothing.
He pulled it too early there.
Yeah.
He didn't actually land it. Pulled it, trying to get a little bit too aggressive. Not gun shy.
Not quite getting it out.
I thought you were making a Gun Woong reference, actually, and I got confused.
Yeah, I wasn't really on the same page there either. Could just be the heat
Advanced
here.
level jokes, I think.
Too good for us, D-Man.
Yeah, we're still on pun level. We haven't got up to the jokes just yet. Stanley, go on.
Are you saying my puns aren't jokes?
I never said that for
You've told me some of
They
your
are
puns
hilarious.
this weekend. Then some
They're
of them have been
amazing.
horrendous.
How dare you?
The slow goes down from Stanley on Shy. Doesn't bother following it. Yes, he does. Puts the expunge, but he was just out of range actually from the expunge, I feel. Didn't really make it count. And the CS going back and forward. And you can see Shy's actually starting to develop a bit of a lead over Stanley here in terms of CS, which honestly I feel he may well get to. But remember, both these are AD champions, so they could potentially push the tower down as well. But both of them trying to be aggression. That's Shy once again. That hail of arrows has just felt a little bit too short because he's thinking Stanley's coming in for it. Now he definitely is.
Well, Stanley's got a little bit of time where he still has red elixir. This is a very small window to go in for this.
He is going to go in for it as well. Shy taking a lot of damage there. He's the expunge juice, and they're going to go head-to-head. One more hit, and Shy gets it just about. He's going to win the game.
He leveled up to 5 just at the last few seconds during that fight. He hit a minion, got 5, bam.